When it comes to making content online, it's always great to be rewarded. You put in days, hours, weeks, whatever the case might be into your video, you upload it, and guess what? You get likes, you get subscribers, you get comments, you get engagement, people say they like it, and then on top of that, you get paid. It's always a good feeling. But what's not a good feeling is living inside an echo chamber or a bubble away from reality on how things really work in the online world. Now, if you've been with this channel long enough, then you know that I don't really like to sing kumbaya and, falsely tell people how things could be or, try and make things sound better than it really is. I'm like Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank. I tell you what you don't want to hear because I'm trying to look out for you. I want you to see what the reality of making content online and how the world really works when it comes to it. Time after time, creators tend to get lost in the grow your channel type videos on YouTube, or they see enough inspirational tweets on Twitter or YouTube comment sections on, let's make this our year, guys. We're going to grow our channel. We're about to make so much money. Let's do this. When in reality, they sit at 100 subs or 200 subs for the entire year. They get maybe 10, 15 views per video, and they make it absolutely nowhere for that entire period. It's typically the case, but I'm not saying it's bad to have motivational groups and to want to inspire each other, but you need to have a dose of reality as well too when it comes to this. When it comes to making content online, it's very brutal and is not rewarding more times than not. You will be beaten down time after time and you will want to quit time after time. This is one of those things where you have to be able to play the long game and you have to be somewhat invested naturally, meaning you actually have passion to want to make the craft that you're doing for whatever platform it is. If you come up with just the entire notion of, I want to make money, you're going to quit. Because that's your only goal. You got to have some form of a passion for making videos or being creative or whatever your channel consists of, whether it's on TikTok, Twitter, or whatever platform it is. You need to have some form of a passion. You don't have that, you're going to quit right off the bat. But I'm starting to go off the path here. The point is, it's very brutal in this online space to make content, and it's not as sunshine and rainbows as creators like to make it, where we all sing inspiration and suck our own dicks to try and make ourselves feel better by the end of the day. It's not it. You think that way, you won't make it anywhere on this platform. That's why I always tell people, like, all these videos that try and give you tips and shit like that, why it's pointless, because that information's outdated. Whatever they're teaching you, more times than not, doesn't apply, because the one skill they're not teaching you is how to adapt. It's kind of like elementary school, middle school, and high school. It teaches you some things, but it doesn't really prepare you for the real world. That's how I view those channels. They sort of teach you some things. I mean, some of it might be useful, but is it really useful to the online realm of how the world is now when it comes to online creation? Not really. That's the point I'm trying to make. Anyways, the point of this video I wanted to talk about was recently Elon Musk now announced that Twitter Blue subscribers will now be able to earn money from their advertisements. Woo! Or you would think that's how it is. I've been seeing a lot of people praise this, and I really don't understand why. I feel like I'm kind of in stupid town. Maybe I'm out of place. Maybe I don't understand this. But what's there to praise? I'm lost. I don't understand what people are praising about this. So on February 3rd, Elon Musk says, starting today, Twitter will share ad revenue with creators for ads that appear in their reply threads. Then he goes on to say, to be eligible, the account must be a subscriber to Twitter Blue Verified. And that was kind of like everyone's little alert. Like, why do I got to pay to get paid? That's weird. I don't have to pay on TikTok to get paid money. I don't have to pay on YouTube to get paid money. And I just want to point out, this was funny to see. I'm curious, if an account was verified before Twitter Blue, then signs up for Blue, then eventually unsubscribes down the road, does that account keep its previous verified status? I suspect this unknown scares older accounts from jumping in the Blue. Twitter's legacy Blue Verified is unfortunately deeply corrupted, so will sunset in a few months. AKA, this is an easy way to get people to pay $8 for their little blue check mark so they can still have one in some way, shape, or form, even though the entire purpose of it to begin with has now been null and void. And the reason I find it so intriguing is just for the fact that I still see people replying to that message like, hey, I want to keep my legacy verification badge. What do I need to do? Am I going to lose it in the future? Like, why the fuck do you care anymore? It's already been proven. Elon don't give a shit. He wants money. He's going to get money out of you. You want a fucking blue tick right beside your name? You want that little check mark? Pay $8, bub. That's how you got to do it. Why? The only thing I can imagine why people care about this is because they don't want to pay $8 to have the little blue badge right beside their name. So they're trying to see if there's any way, shape, or form that they're going to be able to keep the blue badge. And on top of that, maybe get the benefits of being able to get paid for their tweets and have people have the ads in between it without actually having to pay $8 for the Twitter Blue. But to see people so consumed with the notion that the blue check mark still has some form of like a status symbol, it's sad. That symbol doesn't mean anything anymore. It's gone down the drain. Unless you got one of them pretty gold badges or you got the little official underneath your name, your badge doesn't mean anything anymore. You don't have anything that makes you stand out amongst the rest of the Twitter users. I don't even like Elon Musk, but you could tell that a lot of people really had like their whole personality on a verification badge. That was like their life and blood. That was like something they can go to people and say, oh yeah, I'm verified on Twitter. What you know about that? I'm hot shit. I'm super cool. Like people use that as like a fucking Scouts badge, as if that's like the most proudest accomplishment of their life was to have a blue verification badge on their name, when it's not that big of a deal. Also, I just want to share this real quick to give you an idea how much Elon really wants to sell that check mark to people. Twitter is reportedly emailing businesses offering gold check mark verification for $1,000 per month, and affiliate account verification for $50 per month. And then you can, if you want to pause the video, you can read through all this. But essentially says you would like to subscribe. Verified for organizations is $1,000 per month and $50 per additional affiliated handle per month with 1 month of free affiliations. And then they check with someone else to confirm. And then it said that is the price. Wow, $1,000 to keep a gold check mark. You know what? And the sad thing is, I can see celebrities or influencers that are going to want to feel special and have that same check mark. And they're probably going to say, hey, if I drop 1K, you know, will you give me the gold check mark? I mean, I'm already like a millionaire, so it's nothing to pay. I can see people trying to, you know, get that now. That's the new status symbol. But that's absolutely insane. I don't know in what universe of business would want to do that. But hey, maybe that's the cost of business on Twitter. I think that's an expensive and dumb charge. $1,000 for a fucking gold check mark. I think that's a little bit ludicrous, but who knows? We'll see if they actually go through with it. But I just want to share that with y'all because that's absolutely stupid. Anyways, on the about page for About Twitter Blue, there's no information at all on here still. Even though it's been a couple days now since Elon Musk announced the ad revenue is now going to be shared with creators, there's no real information on here that it explains how the revenue share. What's the revenue split? How often are ads going to show up? Is there a way to disable ads for certain tweets from showing up? There's no information. I don't even believe it's real at this point. Just because Elon said it's real doesn't mean anything. There's no actual like information that pertains to that part of making money. Even signed into my own account, I clicked on Twitter Blue just to see if anything's changed. Nope. It's still the same things that are sitting here. Coming soon. Rocket to the top of replies, mentions, and search. That's been coming soon for a while. Coming soon. See half the ads. It's coming soon still after months. Who knows when they're coming? But at the moment, there's nothing here that says, hey, make money from your tweets. There's nothing I would think that's something you want to promote to get more people to actually subscribe to this, subscribe to Twitter Blue, having that option. But where is it? It's not here. Like I said, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't exist yet. Now, I want to address one comment that I see coming very soon in my comment section, which is a take I've seen thrown around on Twitter a lot, which is, well, you should pay money to earn money. Duh. No, I don't know where you get that idea or notion from, but that's absolutely silly. First of all, when your competitors don't charge you to earn money, then for you to, as Twitter especially, that doesn't even have anything laid out yet, no road plan, no roadmap, no nothing, no revenue splits, etc. The idea of me paying for something that I can't see actual data on yet, how I'm going to earn my money, when is it going to happen? That's absolutely absurd. You're basically giving someone money on the idea that you will get paid, that you will earn money when you don't even know how much money you're going to earn. Second of all, without user-generated content, UGC, on a platform like Twitter, guess what? It dies. If people don't tweet, there's no one to go there. Third of all, for a company like Elon and the whole shenanigans that he's talking about going bankrupt and advertisers backing out and people not wanting to spend money for those ads, how much money are you really going to make off those ads then? And then on the people that got Twitter Blue, let's say someone has Twitter Blue and they view my tweet, do I still make money like on YouTube? If someone has YouTube Premium and they watch my video, I still get a pay cut out of that? Do I get money for people who got Twitter Blue? Is that going to happen? Or am I going to get an even smaller fraction of that profit because they're already going to see half ads? They're going to see less ads from what Twitter Blue said. It's coming soon. It's not here yet. But when it does come, am I going to see even a smaller percentage of that ad revenue? Like, there's no questions answered. You are literally paying money for something that doesn't exist. I'm telling you, until there's actual hard facts, real information that backs up what Elon is saying, is not real. Look, I'm not here to crush anyone's dreams or talk more shit about Twitter than it really needs at this point, but I just want to be real with everyone. I want to keep, at least creators who watch these videos, their eyes open. You're not going to make money from Twitter. If you do, you're going to make pennies. You're not going to make anything at all. You're going to pay money to essentially lose money. If you are under the misconception that you're going to make money from Twitter Blue and you're a fucking nobody that has like 150 followers, maybe 200, and if you're lucky, maybe you get like 1,000 views on your tweets, you're not going to make money. You're paying money to lose money. Do not waste your money on Twitter Blue unless for some godforsaken reason you care about the edit button or whatever the notion might be. As a creator, you are better off saving your $8 and just spending it on Instagram ads. You would have a better chance of getting people to find out who the fuck you are than wasting your money on Twitter Blue. There's no algorithm for people to even really find you to begin with on Twitter. It's so weird to see this being praised and, oh yeah, this is going to be game changing. Well, you don't even know what the revenue split is. How often ads are going to be played between your tweets? What's the payment threshold? None of this. Nothing exists right now, but there's praise and people are going to say, oh yeah, I'm going to subscribe to this. Don't subscribe until there's actual real substantial information so you can make a logical decision. It's the same situation with TikTok creators. They were like, oh, I made 100,000 views on my video. Oh, I made 1 million views, but I got paid pennies in my videos. I didn't really get anything. Or they say the algorithm sucks and I'm only getting 1,000 views now. Do you realize what TikTok is? TikTok don't give a fuck about you.
I don't know what the heck's been going on with TikTok lately, but I have not been thrilled with it. Over the last couple of months, I have noticed a very sharp decline in engagement all across the board. Views, comments, new followers, all of it is in the tank. For example, the last 28 days, I got 4.6 million views from TikTok across all my videos. That may seem like a lot, but for somebody with 3 million followers, that really isn't that much. 6 months ago, that number was closer to an average of 20 to 25 million, give or take. On YouTube in the last 28 days, I scored 5.4 million views, and I have a fraction of the following on there than I do here. And don't even get me started on the Creator Fund. I got $1.50 for the whole day of January 30th. You want to know what I got on YouTube? I got $45 for that day. YouTube pays a lot more for a lot less views. And they just started ad rev sharing on their Shorts platform. The only thing TikTok has done in terms of ad rev sharing is TikTok Pulse. And I get maybe a couple bucks from that a month. Oh, and TikTok is going to take 50% of the revenue you get from video gifts. Not live gifts. You still get to keep the full amount for that. But when will it stop? Maybe eventually they're going to start taking some of your live revenue. Look, I know that TikTok is like under attack from the government, from college campuses, like you can't use their Wi-Fi to access TikTok. But I still feel like TikTok just doesn't care about the well-being of their creator community. It doesn't feel like that they want to invest in their creators. YouTube at least cares a little bit more, and you definitely have a lot more support from YouTube as a creator. Look at this shit. This is what I got from YouTube when I reached 100,000 subscribers. What did I get from TikTok for reaching 100,000? Absolutely nothing. I didn't even get anything from TikTok when I reached 1 million followers, or 2 million, or 3 million.
Now, the clip you just saw is from a creator called Commander Carl. He's very prominent on TikTok, and I've watched his content for a very long time, and I've always enjoyed it. But everything that you heard in his clip just now is 100% true. TikTok does not give 2 fucks about their creators. It's the same reason why you see people get banned left and right. You got people like EDP still on their platform. It's also why you have creators complain about paying, why they don't get a lot of money at all from what they post. They get millions and millions of views, but they get paid chump change. They're not really making bank. But people still use it because it's a great way to get found. That's the one thing that everyone can agree on. The algorithm typically is pretty generous, especially to new creators like me. If I post something that no one's ever heard of or no one's seen, no one knows who I am, I still at least get somewhat of a fair shot. It's not exactly the same as like super big channels. I still at least get some opportunity to get noticed. Anyways, if you're a content creator, please don't subscribe to Twitter Blue just for the idea that you might make money, because more times than not, you probably won't. And if you got a platform as big as TikTok not really paying out that well, I don't see how Twitter's going to do any better, especially when it's already kind of going bankrupt and they struggle to keep advertisers on. I don't see any future where they're going to be able to pay more than TikTok. But I mean, I could be wrong, but it would help if Elon and their Twitter Blue About page has some information about how things are going to get paid out. What is the pay rate? You know, things like that. Things that are important when you announce that you're going to be able to pay creators that have ads right beside their tweets. But who knows? Time will tell. Anyways, you made this far into the video. Consider giving it a like, subscribing to the channel. Let me comment below what you think. Have a great day. Yeah.